much as I love my culture too, you guys will never see me with the Mexican flag.
This is my father. This picture was taken just before he was drafted and sent off to fight in World War II. Now, I have several pictures of him during and after the war. In this picture here, he's with his squad. Now, not all Mexicans served in segregated units, but my father did. He was good enough to serve his country. He just wasn't good enough to be an unrestricted part of it. If you look at the back, you'll see the names. Names like Martinez, Garcia, Montoya, Aleman, Hernandez. Now, while these Mexican Americans served in the United States military and fought for their country, that same military, along with law enforcement and citizens of these United States, chased down Mexicans and beat them in the streets of Los Angeles in what became known as the Zoot Suit Riots. Now, while my father, as well as other people of color, were all fighting for this country, there was a man shortage here at home. So the United States came up with the Bracero program, which imported millions of Mexicans from Mexico to be exploited here in the United States for their cheap labor in the name of the war effort. Now, after the war and after they had served their purpose, in 1954, the United States came up with Operation Wetback. Yes, this was an actual governmental operation, where they rounded up Mexicans and sent them back where they came from. It didn't matter that some of these Mexicans were actually born and raised here and were United States citizens. Now, this wasn't the first time that the United States had done this. My grandfather was born in 1898, and he was here in 1918 during the Great Depression, and he witnessed the Mexican repatriation, the largest deportation of Mexicans in history. And they didn't just deport those they considered illegal. They also deported American citizens of Mexican descent. You see, time and again, throughout history, the United States has shown that people of color are no more than beasts of burden. We're good enough to help build their table. We just aren't good enough to eat off of it. So for those of you that put America first, let me ask you one question, just one. My question is this: when has America ever put you first? And I don't mean something that they were pushed or forced into, like the Civil Rights Act. I'm talking about when have they ever considered you an equal? I've said this before, and I'll continue to say this to the day I die. Where they once enslaved the body, they now enslave the mind. Slavery is no longer instituted and enforced by whips and chains, but by the mark of a pen or the bang of a gavel.